We're back. Although this time it is an elimination game. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go forward, fill it up. Power buddy, you ready to get to sleep? You driving home? No, done for driving home. I got to drive home. He called him like 3 times. Last time I asked him. So I go. Wow. I walk by the guy later.
All right, here we go. We are to the elimination game. The winner of this game will move on to next weekend's tournament, and I believe it's in Dublin. The loser will end their season here. Their summer will officially begin without softball. Both teams are hoping that they can bring home the W. Perry's had a really good run so far. They're 2-1. Just came up short last game. Made a few mistakes here or there. Played an overall good game, but just couldn't finish the game and really had some chances to put this team away. Well, the team they played last game away. The 10U Maroon team from Perry ended up winning their game. They won the championship. I'm already on it. I got Jeff Whitaker back here, Jacob Bellinger. They're feeding me all the information I need to give to you guys. So he's got all of it. Jeff said he's got all the dirty laundry on all the different things that are going on. But anyways, we're grateful that you guys are tuning in. Liza Whitaker is going to take the mound. This is the first time she's pitched this tournament. Liza's a lefty, very accurate lefty. Let's see what she's got here for this team. I don't even know who we're playing. I should have looked that up. It looks like the Blast team. We played the 8U Blast team for the elimination game for 8U, and the 8U Perry girls ended up winning it. So they're moving on to Dublin next weekend, and now we're hoping to move our 10U Gold team. The 10U Maroon team has already punched their ticket to next week's tournament, state tournament in Dublin, and now we're going to try to see if we can get the Gold team there. Thanks for tuning in. We're so grateful you guys are supporting us. Go ahead and do us a favor and go ahead and give us a share. Share this game on social media. There's some people sitting around the house wondering what they're going to watch tonight. We'd love for them to cheer on our Perry 10U Gold All-Star team. Perry's going to be the home team in this game. And we are getting ready to start. First batter is going to get up here in just another minute or so. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you got any problems with the audio or anything, let me know. All right, here we go. The ball is coming down next. I think Liza thought the ball was coming down there, and it didn't. Seems like Perry, all at different levels, have been winning today, so I'm very excited about all that. They're all going to be, most of them are going to, I think just about every team now is going to be in the Dublin tournament. I don't know if the boys end up playing with the girls there or not. But all the girls' teams seem like they made it. So let's see what we got here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the top of the first. Nobody on, nobody out. First pitch goes across. It is a ball for Liza. Looking for that corner, just missed it. That's going to be 2-0. This team dominated yesterday. Today came up short. It's 3-0. So 3-0 to the first batter, top of the first. And she hits the corner. Great pitch. That's going to be 3-1. That's going to be a little low. So that's going to put the leadoff hitter at first base. We're at the top of the first. Got a score of 0-0. The Blast are up first. Perry in the field. Runner at first base. And the first pitch is low. They're going to send her. Really still almost got her on that throw. That was a good throw. So the count right now is 1-0, runner at second for the Blast. No outs. Great pitch, but just a little outside and low. All right. Here we go. And it's 2-0. So take base running going. She moved to third base on a steal. We got another 3-0 count for Liza. Here comes the pitch. Great pitch. Right where it needs to go. Sadie behind home plate. Here's a 3-1 pitch. A little bit outside. That's going to put the runner at first. So we've walked the first two batters. Pitches are very close for Liza. Batter number 3 for the Blast is coming up to bat. It's still 0-0. Runners at first and third, no outs. Top of the first, for this game. And they're going to let her go. She's going to take second, so that's going to be second and third. No outs. Count is 1-0. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a strike. Liza Whitaker, a multi-all-star years. First year pitching. She's had a good year. And it's a little outside, I guess. It's 2-1. Now he's asking him about the outside. Looks like they're going to talk him through what a strike zone is. All right, Coach Josh wants to make sure he knows how close it is. He said it's outside. He draw a line for him, so. It is 3-1. Runners at second and third. First two batters have been walked, so we're going to see. That's going to give it to a full count right there. Once again, we are at the top of the first inning, 0-0. Perry is the home team. Runners at second and third for the Blast right now. And that's going to load the bases up. Three walks for Liza. But each pitch is getting a little bit closer. And strike number 1 for Liza. Here we go. Let's see what Liza can do on these next few pitches. Outside. All right, here we go. The count's 1-1. Bases loaded for the Blast. And it looks like it's going to be a 2-1 count. Here we go. 2-1 the count. Got her on the corner on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't think we've seen a batter swing the bat yet. And that's going to be strike number 3. That's one out. Bases loaded, one out. We are at the top of the first inning.
Make sure he can see the flag. You don't like the flag.
All right, here we go. One out. Bases loaded. And here's the first pitch. And it hits the corner. Great pitch. 0-1. I think we've seen one swing so far. Here we go. 0-1's the count. And that's going to be 0-2. All right, here we go. 0-2. One out. Bases loaded. The blasts are threatening. The top of this first. That is going to be 3. All right, here we go. 2 outs, 2 straight strikeouts. Liza walked the first. So they walked to the other side. They don't want to talk about it, it looks like. It's been a long day. A lot of tension here. But, hey, we're going to get to the bottom of the first. No runs for the Blast in the first half of that inning. And it's up to Perry now. Perry's at the bottom of the first. We're going to see what we're made of. This elimination game. The winner goes to next weekend's tournament in Dublin. And the loser goes home. So here we go. We're going to see what we can do this first inning. It looks like it's going to be Lila Beth again, leading us off, followed by Sadie Sorrow. Both have had great tournaments so far this weekend. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first. 0-0 in this elimination game. As always, if you can, share this game. Let people know you're watching. They may want to know that Perry is playing this game right now. They may not know it. You share it, maybe we'll be watching it. We'll get a big audience. I don't know. We'll see. This tournament started yesterday, and the rain kind of delayed some things, so that's why we're going so late, on a Sunday night. We're glad to be here with the opportunity to play next weekend. The sun's starting to go down, so that first baseman's going to have a tough time getting throws from third. Starting to dip. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We also want to thank our coaches, Josh, Amanda, and Dan. They've done great work with these girls these past few weeks to bring them to this point, to be 2-0 in this regional tournament and then having a chance to win a game that's going to send us to the next round. So we're pretty excited about that. Coach is going over there and giving her some sunglasses at first because it definitely is bright over there. Lila Beth's going to be our leadoff once again. All right, here we go. Batter number 1. Is that Sadie or Lila Beth? I can't tell. It's Sadie. They switched it up a little bit, so it looks like Sadie's going to lead off this time. I thought that was Sadie. All right, Sadie Sorrow up first. She takes that first one, 0-1. I got a couple of boys here that were jumping back, and that ball looked like it was coming right at us. I got to admit, I jumped back just a little bit myself. It's 0-1 right now. We're at the bottom of the first. It is 0-0. Perry's up to bat. And she is just continuing her hitting streak. Sadie has been on it, doggone it. What a fantastic line drive. Really, she almost hits it in the same spot every time. somewhere around second base, a line drive about 4 or 5 feet off the ground. And it's been great. All right, Lila Beth at the number 2 spot. Sadie is aggressive. So let's see what she does on this first pitch. She's going to go to second. So I think we all saw that coming. And this 10U Gold team loves to run, so they're probably going to be pushing the players around the bases as much as they can. Looks like it is 2-0 on the batter, Lila Beth. See if we can get it to 3-0 right here. It's high. They're going to send her. If they call her out, I can't tell. She's safe at third. All right, here we go. 3-0. Runner at third. That was close. All right, Lila Beth saw it. Thought she could smack that tater. She's being aggressive at 3-0. It's 3-1. And here's the 3-1 pitch. That's a strike. They're going to send Sadie home. And here we go. It is a full count. But Perry is now on the board, 1-0. Bottom of this first, 2 outs, full count. Started out 3-0 and 2 straight strikes. And now we got Lila Beth coming up with a full count. Let's see what she can do with this. If it's close, you better smack that tater. Here we go, and the pitch. Gets her on the 3rd strike. But we did get a run from Sadie, so now we're going to look. We got Bailey coming up. Bailey's had a strong tournament so far, hitting the ball pretty well. She wants to continue that streak. Here we go. 1 out, nobody on, and that's ball 1. Perry leading 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Here comes pitch number 2. That's going to be a strike. Here we go. Right now, we got the count is 1-1. So we got 1-1. Let's see what Bailey can do with this this next pitch. Ball is high. That's going to be a 2-1 count. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first, Perry leading 1-0. Got a tip of it. Strike number 2. Looks like it caught her in the hand a little bit. One of those stingers. All right, here we go. 2-2, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first, Perry 1-0. Bailey up to bat. Let's see what she can do right here. Good eye takes that one. We're into a full count once again. If it's close, I'm hoping she smacks that thing. She does put it into play. It's going to get by the second baseman, so she's going to be easily at first, and I can guarantee you this. The way I've watched Bailey run the bases this year, or this tournament at least, she's going to be taking second right here. All right. This is going to bring up Addie. Addie's had a pretty good tournament as well. Really, all our girls have played very well in different parts, and even in the last game that we lost, we had some hitters, so we're all right. First pitch. 0-1. Bailey takes second base. We could see that coming. A little closer than I would have liked, but Bailey's been doing it all day long, and that was a great steal right there. We got a 1-0 count to Addie. Here comes pitch. Down the first base line. That's a fair ball. That's going to score Bailey. Addie's rounding second. They may bring her to third, and they will bring her to third. She may come home. She looks like she wants it, but she thought better of it. A triple with an RBI. That gives Perry a 2-0 lead. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Perry 2. The Blast nothing. We got Landry Cook up to bat. Landry's been putting into play pretty well. Straight up. I'm not sure. It's going to be a foul ball. Got a runner at third. We'd love to get this runner in. Gets another chance. 0-1 on Landry Cook. That's going to be strike number 2. 0-2. Wishes she would have gotten that one again. She looked at that one and said, probably should have swung that one. Let's see what she does here. 1 out, 0-2. Runner at third. Perry up 2-0. And Addie's gonna try to make the play, and I think they got her. She's safe under the tag. That's gonna be 3-0. Great slide by Addie. So Perry is up 3-0. The count's 1-2. 1 out. That call could have gone either way. Coach is talking to him right now. It was that close. And he's saying that she got under the tag. All right, here we go. Landry Cook with a 1-2 count. And they're going to go and talk to him and see if he had a better angle at it. But he's saying, hey, did you have a better angle at it? He said, you were standing right there, so I don't think I can have a better angle than you did. At least that's what I would hope he would say to him. So here we go. The count is 1-2 to Landry Cook. There's 1 out. Stays alive. See what Landry can do right here. It's 1-2. Nobody on. Bottom of the first. Perry up early 3-0 in this elimination game. Winner goes on to the tournament next week in Dublin. Here we go. Puts it down the line, and it's going to land. It's going to be a fair ball. She's going to try to touch them all. She's going to get to third. They may send her all the way. This could be a home run. They're going to send her all the way. She's going to with a home run. That's going to keep the score. That's going to take the score to 4-0. Now we got Liza Whitaker, the pitcher, going to try to help her cause. The lefty has had a great tournament so far. Likes to slap it down that third base line. A little low on that one. Hoping that she could put it into play. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Perry up quick early, 4-0. The foul ball is going to bring the count to 0-2. Liza with several hits this tournament. She wants to add to that number right here and keep this inning going. There's 1 out. I can't see who's up next, but it looks like it could be Harper. Harper Dellinger is on deck. Let's see what Liza can do right here. Count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Stays alive. She's trying to stay alive. Doesn't want anything close to be called a strike, so she's going to keep up there. She got that bat on it. Outside, that's going to bring the count to 1-2. 1 out, bottom of the first. 4-0. Perry puts it down the first base line, right at the first baseman, though, and that's going to be out number 2. All right. I like to say it often, but there's a 2-out rally every day in America, and Harper is hoping to be the one to begin that 2-out rally in this first inning for Perry. See what Harper can do right here. Pitch number 1. Gets a piece of it. That's going to be 0-1. Once again, we're at the bottom of the first. First at bat for Perry. Perry's already put up 4 runs. It's 4-0 right now. The Blast were shut out in the first inning. They had bases loaded, but we were able to get out of that inning without any damage. A little bit behind on that one. Great swing on that one. It's going to bring the count to 0-2 for Harper. Once again, bottom of the first, 4-0. Perry. A few monster hits already this inning, which is great to see on our Perry Gold team here. She smacks it. She may get to second. She's going to watch. She's going to watch. And Harper Dellinger's on the board. We got her at first base. J.C. Cook up to bat with a runner at first base. So Harper has started the 2-out rally.
Let's do it now.
And J.C. wants to continue it. Although I'm not sure it's a rally until you score a run. So here, one more run and we'll be out of this inning because you can only score 5 runs. They're going to send her to second. Whoa, just a little bit short. Got there. Looks like a little Willie Mays Hayes there. She learned that slide from her daddy, that's for sure. All right, here we go. 1-0 is the count to J.C. Cook. Harper's aggressive on the base path. She's daring that catcher to make a throw. 2-0 to J.C. Aubrey Happel on deck right now. All right, that's going to make it 3-0. It's been a long weekend for both teams, but they're looking like they're still doing all right out there. An old man like myself would be pretty tired about now. Here we go. It's 3-0 is the count. Runners at second and third. All right, here we go. Aubrey's in the box. Called a strike. So that's going to be 3-1 on Aubrey. All right, here we go. The 3-1 pitch. And that's going to put her at first base. Bases loaded for Kendall Vandersea. Kendall's had some big hits. She had a base-clearing double in the first game where we had bases loaded, so she's getting another chance with bases loaded. She looks like she's ready to go. 2 outs, bases loaded for Kendall. Let's see what she can do to get this last run in. Takes a good cut. That's 0-1. I'm sitting right next to Kendall's brother, who is a master bomber, putting it over the fence many, many times. I've seen him hit home runs all over the place. Kendall would love to go ahead and put her brother to shame right here. And smack one off the scoreboard. We'll see what she can do there. Great hit. It's going to be And it looks like it's going to score the run, and that will be the 5th run. Kendall did it. That'll end the first inning with your Perry 10U Gold Team 5 and the Blast 0. Great first inning.
Did I get 6 or only 5?
All right, so here we go. We're going to move to the top of the second. Couple of great hits. And several go out to the outfield. So we're looking good right now. Liza Whitaker back out on the mound, ready to take over. Gave up no runs, but bases were loaded last inning, and she struck out 2. And was able to make the final out on a ground ball to her last inning to keep this Blast team from scoring. So we're going to see what she can do this inning. We're in the top of the second. Perry leading 5-0. Hey, click that share button. Copy that link and put it into your Facebook feed or into your Twitter feed. I haven't got used to calling that thing X yet. But let people know Perry is about to win this elimination game, and they need all the support they can get. We got to win this thing so we can play next weekend. I believe all of, at least the girls' teams, the Perry girls' teams that were here this weekend, they've all are now eligible for next weekend's tournament. And I believe every one of them won the tournament. 10U Maroon won it in this division. We got the 10U Gold, so we got 2 teams. Last year, the 8U team won the whole thing. And they decided this year we had so much talent, let's split it into 2 teams. And that's what they did. And both teams have come and done excellent here, with the Maroon team actually winning the whole thing. The 6U team ended up winning the championship as well. I believe I heard the 12U team ended up winning the championship. The 8U team won their elimination game, so they'll be playing next weekend. And right now the 10U team is leading in their elimination game. And that's pitch number 1 for a strike. Bottom of the second, Perry leading 5-0 over the Blast in this elimination game. And Liza Whitaker throws a strike right out of the gate. And that's another strike right there. Count is 0-2 to the batter. No outs, nobody on. Top of the second. That's the 3rd strikeout right there for Liza Whitaker. She came ready to pitch. Liza's been a multi-year all-star, was on that championship team last year as well. First year pitching. Let's see how she does on this next batter. Look close, but there's a ball. 1 out. Count is 1-0. Here's pitch number 2. Didn't quite hit the corner again, so that is a 2-0 pitch. Liza's got 3 strikeouts. Let's see if she can get that thing in across the plate. Here we go on the 3rd pitch. And that's the pitch. Count is 2-1. Here's the next pitch, and fouled off. That's going to bring the count to 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second, Perry leading 5-0. Low and outside. That is going to bring it to a full count. Liza just likes to get as much practice as she can because she's done a lot of full counts already today. And that's all right. Because she's held them to no run so far. And got her on the corner. That is strikeout number 4 for Liza. 2 outs. Top of the second. Perry leading 5-0 and hoping right here to shut it down. Now all the outs have been through Liza. Liza even got the ground ball out. So Liza puts it right in there, goes right at the batter. That's 0-1. Here we go with pitch number 2. And there is pitch number 2, strike, swinging strike. 2 outs, 0-2 on the batter. And that's going to be strike number 3. 5 strikeouts for Liza in this elimination game. This Perry team came to play in this elimination game, and they get a chance to put 5 more, hopefully, this inning. We are in the bottom of the second. Perry's coming up to bat. Got a shout out to Mr. Drew. I guess they're shouting out to me because I'm the one talking. Hey, thanks. Got a lot of fans here. A lot of brothers cheering on their sisters. I love seeing that. Although Landry Cook's brother didn't make it, but her dad may have left her. May have left him. That may have been his fault. So sorry about that, Joey, if you're listening right now. I know you wanted to go. I had to get out or I wasn't going to make it here on time. So, but anyways, we're coming up on this next inning, and it looks like, I can't tell, but it may be Carolina. Is that Carolina coming up to bat? I think that's Carolina Tucker. That's going to be it is. She's going to lead us off. And then following her, looks like it's going to be Sadie, the top of the lineup. Are we really in the top of the lineup again? Okay, well, we really went through the lineup fast, didn't we? Seems like it's too fast, but all right. It's going to be a long game if we go through this lineup again for this Blast team. Carolina pitched a couple games already, pitched great games. Wasn't able to win the last game, but it wasn't her fault. She did a great job on the mound, only giving up, I believe, 7 runs in extra innings. We just could not get the runs when we needed them last game. But that's all right, because we're getting them today. We're getting them in this game right now. And so here we go. We're going to the bottom of the second, about to begin the bottom of the second. Perry's leading 5-0. Perry put up 5 runs last inning, which is the max you can get in an inning. And so we're hoping to just do it again and end this game a little quicker than probably this last team had hoped they would end it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. All right, here we go. We are now in the bottom of the second. Oh, I thought they were going to get started. I'm sorry. I'm getting you guys excited. Once again, we want to thank our coaches, Coach Josh, Coach Amanda, Coach Dan. They have worked hard on this with these 10U girls, and it is showing. We are looking great in this first tournament. This is the first tournament of the All-Star season, so we're pretty excited to be here. Carolina coming up to bat, and I've seen this girl hit it to the fence before, so she is a big bat. So let's see what she can do. Just lead off at the top or the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Count is 0-1. No outs, no runners on. Bottom of second, 5-0. Perry leading so far in this game. Gets a piece of it. The count is 0-2. Let's see what she can do on this 0-2 pitch. Anything close, she's going to need to be swinging at this thing. In the ground. That's 1-2 for Carolina. All right, here we go. 1-2 is the count. 5-0 Perry leading right now. And that is going to be strike number 3. So here we go. Out number one. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup. Sadie Sorrow with a great hit line drive past the second baseman first at bat. Let's see if she can do something similar in this at bat. She takes it. She's like, I'm not swinging at that one. That is 1-0. One out, bottom of the third. Nobody on right now. Sadie's hoping to change that. And she is just on it. Boy, Sadie is hitting line drives every time. Impressive hitting by Sadie Sorrow. And that's going to bring up also an impressive hitter, Lila Beth. I can almost guarantee you, once again, Sadie's going to take second. That girl loves to steal. She loves to get out there and take as many bases as she can take from this other team. And we'll see if she goes on this first pitch. It wouldn't shock me if she leaves on this first pitch. And the ball is thrown away, so she definitely is going to get there. She didn't even know it. She slid in a second, didn't need to do that. Let's see what Sadie can do to get to third. If this ball goes past the catcher, she will go to third. As we always say, Sadie ain't scared of nothing. That girl will stare right down that catcher, and she'll run if she can. Let's see what Lila Beth can do on this next pitch. 0-1 is the count. A little high. Sadie is staring down the catcher and decides, I'm not going to try to make a move on this. And here we go, 0-1 to Lila Beth. Outside, Lila Beth has got a 2-0 count. Once again, we're at the bottom of the second. It is 5-2, nothing. Harry. Here we go, 3-0 is the count. And she's going to take her base. And Sadie's going to go ahead and go to second, to go to third. And Lila Beth will go all the way to second. So now we got runners at second and third. And now it is Bailey time.
You hit the ball hard, Bailey.
One out. Runners at second and third, bottom of the second. 5-0. Perry hoping to make it a bigger lead than that. The ball's going bad, and you know Sadie's going to be going home. So that's going to bring the lead to 6-0. Perry. Lila Beth wisely goes to third base. The count is 0-1 to Bailey. Looks like Addie is on deck. They're checking the hand of the catcher. She slid, of the pitcher, sorry. Sadie slid right into that glove of hers, and it looks like it could have caught her hand a little bit. That pitcher's waving off his coach, saying, I'm fine, coach, leave me in. These girls are tough out here. I've seen a couple of hard collisions so far today, and these girls have shook it off. They're tougher than the boys I'm sitting next to, I can promise you that. Sorry, I had to say it. They're giving me dirty looks now. Oh, I definitely wouldn't pick fights with their sisters, I can promise you that, because those girls are tough. So here we go. It's 1-0 on Bailey. And it's a strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch right there. The count is 1-1. Runner at third. Score 6-0 in the bottom of the second. Oh, wow. Bailey had big eyes on that one. That looked like that was in her zone, and she just tipped it foul. So that's going to be 1-2. I don't think that pitcher will give her another one like that, because I got a feeling Bailey would send that thing to the moon. 1-2 is the count. See what she can do right here. And she does send it to the outfield. That's going to score Lila Beth. Bailey is going to hold off. That was a dart to the outfield. And that's going to make the score 7-0 for Perry. Addie coming up to bat right now. Adeline Martin. She can smack that tater too. So we'll see what she's got. Once again, Bailey and Sadie are the two aggressive base runners. We got a lot of aggressive base runners, but I got a feeling she's going to take second right here. That's going to be a foul ball, so that's going to keep Bailey at first. See what Addie can do right here. 0-1 to the batter, 1 out, 7-0, bottom of second. Oh, just missed that one. Bailey decides to stay. I just want to say sorry to Joey. I should have brought him here to the game today. Here's the pitch, and she ropes one. Oh, it's caught. And that's going to be doubled up, and that's going to end the inning on the double play. But not before Perry gets two, and the count's going to be 7-0 Perry. I got a feeling Bailey was trying to steal second when that hit, and she got caught right in the middle there, and there was nothing she could do on that one. And it was a really good hit, really good catch. But Perry was able to put a few more on the board, and let's hold them out here. We got Liza coming to pitch once again. Liza with 5 strikeouts. I just got texted. Joey's listening, so.
Huh?
Joey's listening.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Christian just said nice. He wishes you were here. All right. Well, we're moving to the third inning. From third to first. And a throw from Coach Josh to Liza. And the ball's hit midair. That was pretty impressive. I'm going to have to watch that again on the replay here. I wish I had a replay here. Anything else? He just eats. Daddy's behind me saying, yeah, kid just eats. Oh, good old Neil. Bottomless hole, man. That kid. All right, here we go. We are at the top of the third. Lila's getting out there right now. Moved a few people around on the infield. Liza with 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. See what she can do here. I believe she's made every out. I think she has 5 strikeouts. I think she's made every out. There was a ground ball to her in the first inning where she had 2 strikeouts. She made the throw to first. Let's see. It's 0-1 to count. Both of those a little bit outside. That one quite a bit outside. 2-0. We're at the top of the third. There's no runners on, no outs. Perry leading 7-0. Pitch number 3 way up there. We don't want to let this team back in this game, so let's see what we can do to get back under control for Liza Whitaker, who's pitching a gem so far. That's going to be outside. That's going to put the runner at first base and a leadoff walk. Great pitch, but just on the outside. 0-1 is the count. A ball 4 walk, and she's got runners at first and second. No outs. Perry leading in the top of the third, 7-0. This Blast team's hoping to break through here. So far, they haven't really been able to hardly touch Liza when she throws strikes. The only thing that's been hurting Liza so far is walks. But 2. I believe that's a 1-2 count. If there was a foul tip, so yes, that's a 1-2 count. They got it backwards on the scoreboard, so it's 1-2. And that's going to be strike 3. That's going to be the 6th strikeout for Liza. One out, runners at first and second. We're at the top of the third. Perry's jumped on it early, and they're up 7-0 in this elimination game. Pitch is in the ground. Sadie blocks it. Sadie chases her down, gets her back to second. Coach is telling her a little bit about how to handle that in the future. I think he wants her to throw her out. We'll see. Counts 0-1, one out, runners at first and second. They're going to go to third on that one. It's going to get by her. And they'll hold. Sadie gets the ball quick, but the runners were able to move ahead. So we got runners at second and third, one out. 0-2 is the count. Count is 3-0. And it's past Bonner. Looks like they're going to get a run on this one. The person on deck circle did pick up the ball, but I don't think it'll affect the play, so it's going to be okay. But that's going to be a run for the Blast. So right now it's first and third, 7-1. And all we've seen so far is walks. Nobody's kind of hit the ball against Liza. Liza has one strikeout, so we'll see if she can get back in the zone here. That's a strike. So 0-1 on the batter. The runner moves up to second. So we got second and third. The count is 0-1, one out. Top of the third, 7-1. Outside again. That's going to be 1-1. Here we go. 1-1. Pitch is high. They're going to send her home. And she is out. What a tag by Liza. And Liza, once again, makes another out. Although Sadie probably deserves the credit on that one with the throw, but great tag by Liza. Great effort by both of them. And now we got a runner at second. 2 outs. The count is 1-1. 7-1 is the score. The coach isn't happy about that one. You got a fan that's getting a little loud over there, and I think that coach is saying, hey, listen, man, you might want to get that fan under control. Right now, it's a 1-1 count. 2 outs. And just missed the outside corner. It is 3-1, the count. And it's going to go first. That's another walk. Runners are now at first and third. So runners at the corner once again. First and third, 2 outs. We're in the top of the third. Perry's still leading 7-1. They're going to run. Sadie's trying to get her on that, but leaning too far down the line. Made the throw. The girl got back just in time. Count is 0-1. Runners at second and third. A little high on that one. So it's going to be a 2-0 count. Liza would love to get out of this inning with no more runs. Great pitch. Fantastic pitch. It is 2-1 in the count. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Let's see what she's got right here. Can't get her to chase the outside pitch. It is 3-1. Only base runners so far this inning, I believe, have been because of walks. So let's see what Liza can do on this 3-1 pitch. Got the strike on the corner. Here we go. 3-2. And it's outside. She's going to go to first base. All right, bases are loaded once again. This is a couple of times already this game. In the first inning, his bases loaded, and now in the third inning, Coach Josh is going out there to talk to Liza. Once again, we want to thank our coaches. Did a fantastic job getting us ready for this tournament. Coach Josh, Amanda, Dan did a great job getting us here. All right, here we go. 2 outs, bases loaded. And a great first pitch. 0-1 to the batter. I can hear you. I think probably can hear you, I would think. If you want to get loud, go ahead. I don't care. They love hearing the background music. Straight up, and that's going to be out number 3. Let's go, girls. They had bases loaded once again, only get 1 run out of it. So now the score is Perry 7 and the Blast 1. We're going to start this inning out with, I believe it is Landry Cook. There's 14 minutes left in the game clock. So if Perry can put up another 3 or 4 runs, that'll be it. All right. We're at the bottom of the third inning. Perry leading 7-1. Last at bat for Landry Cook was a home run right down the right field side. She's hoping to get up there and smack another one. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is an elimination game. And Perry is looking good so far, but they want to finish it. They were looking good last game and ended up giving up a few runs towards the end, and it ended up becoming a tough loss. But that was all right because we're here, and it's all about us getting to next weekend in Dublin. And the hope is that we can win this one right here. We got a 6-run lead right now. All right, the Perry crowd is warming up. They're ready to put this thing out of reach right here.
And what inning is it, sir?
It is the bottom of the third inning. All right, here we go. Bottom of the third, Perry up 7-1. Stepping up to the plate is Landry Cook. We'll see if she can replicate what she did last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. She didn't like that one, a little high, and that's going to be 1-0 to Landry. And pitch number 2. And she smacks a line drive right at the shortstop. Cannot handle it. She wanted more than that, but Landry, opening single for us. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Eliza Whitaker. Eliza's had some great hits so far today. We'll see if she can keep it up. Puts it down, Slafford on the third base line. And are they going to send her to third? They choose not to send her to third, and wise, because they got the ball in right away. What a slap right there by Eliza Whitaker. That's going to put runners at first and second. No outs, bottom of the third. Perry leading 7-1. That's going to bring up Harper Dillinger. Let's see what Harper Dillinger can do. Takes that first pitch, and it's going to send Landry and Liza ahead one base. And now we got runners in scoring position at second and third. And I imagine Landry is going to be aggressive here on this one, too, if there's a pass ball. We'll see. There's a line drive. That's going to score 1. Everybody's hitting the ball well. So Harper Dellinger brings in another run, and that's going to extend the lead to 8-1 for Perry. Well, these girls are all smacking it today, doing a fantastic job. And right now we got JC Cook up. They're bringing the pitcher out right now, putting her. So here we go.
It's supposed to be 8-1, right?
Yes, I believe it is 8-1. And Journey scores. JC just smacked one. And I can't tell who just scored, but I believe that is. Here we go on the next pitch right here. Let me see who's up to bat. Man, Aubrey Apple just smacked it. Harper scored. I'm having a tough time keeping up with the score. And JC just scored. So I believe the score now is 10 or 11-1. I don't know. It looks like it's 11-1 now. They're not even waiting on any pitches. They're hitting the first thing that comes across. All right, Kendall up to bat. One more run will end this inning. Aubrey's going to go all the way home and score. That should end the inning. I believe that's 5. So that was a 5-run, just absolute blast of an inning. Everybody hitting the ball well that inning. I mean, hitting it hard. And that's what we can do. That could be the end of the game. I'm not sure if it is or not. The umpires look like they're leaving. So could that be the end of the game? Maybe they're just going to get some water. I don't know. That's going to bring it to the top of the fourth. There's 6 minutes left on the game clock. Oh, I thought they were leaving. I thought it was a run rule thing. So I couldn't tell. So if we hold them right here, that's going to be the end of the game. It's 10 runs after 4. And this is the top of the fourth inning. All right, well, the backs have awoken. First inning for our Perry 10U All-Stars was a 5-run inning. The second inning was 2. The third inning was 5, and you can only score 5 runs in an inning. So Liza's hoping to finish it off right here. If they can hold them to less than 3 runs, 2 or less runs, the game will be over. And Perry will be heading to Dublin next weekend.
Good throw. Ooh, good throw, Sadie. Let's throw the ball.
All right, here we go. This is it for the Blast. This is their last chance to get back into it. And I'm sorry, we gotta hold them to less than 2. So if they score 2, we're gonna have to end the inning. But we'll get to bat again, so I don't think anybody will be complaining about that. It is low. He wanted to call that one, but just a little bit low. So 0-1 for Liza Whitaker. That's going to be a strike right there. 1-1 for Liza. Perry 12 right now. The Blast 1. It's a top, of the fourth. 4 minutes left on the game clock. So this game is over. They don't have enough time to catch us. So we're probably not going to get another at bat. So it really doesn't matter what they score here. 2-1 is the count. Low and outside. It's 3-1. He's coming to ask a question. I'm not sure exactly what it is. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here we go. That is strikeout number 6 for Liza. One out. Top of the fourth, 12-1 Perry. Liza with another strikeout. 0-1 on that first pitch. Big swing and a big miss. Liza with the next pitch.
Yeah, good pitch.
Puts it right in the zone once again. 0-2 on the batter. See what Liza can do right here. Tries to get her to chase the outside one. But the batter's not looking for that one. It's 1-2 is the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. She tags it, but it is foul. That's the most I've seen anybody hit the ball for them, I think, so far today in this game. All right, here we go. 1-2. All right, here comes Liza. Oh, just missed the outside. 2-2 for Liza. And it's roped. I think that might be the first hit they've had this game. I think she had a no-no. I did not want to say anything, but I didn't say anything till after. All right, good. I don't want to get blamed. All right. Well, I think that is the first hit against Liza. So there's some life left in the Blast. But the game will end at the end of their at-bat because there's only a minute left in the game. We've got strike number one. Great throw. All right, here we go. Count is 0-1. Runner at first. One out. And that's going to be a line drive. Double play is going to end the game. And that's it. The final score. Perry All-Stars 12. The Blast 1. Your 10U Gold All-Stars are going to be going to Dublin next weekend. So we get to watch some more Perry softball. Great game. Once again, the final is 12-1. Perry. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead. Woo! Oh, yeah. All right. We'll talk to you later. That was almost perfect. Give me that.
No, hold your hands out. You got napkins. Stick them on.
Oh, my pleasure. You know, I think she had a no-hitter going to that last.
No, well, did she? I thought
remember
one
another
more
hit.
girl hit, and it was just a
Did
little
she?
Weasley one to.
Oh, maybe that was it. Okay. I couldn't remember another hit.